Ethan, lost on penalties. Sadly with penalties, one has to win, one has to lose. We've come out on the losing side, but in many ways more positives than negatives to take out of that performance, despite the fact we haven't gone through.
Yeah, no, I think you've got to take the positives from every game, whether win, lose, draw. I think we did well. I think we were the better team, especially towards the end. We were staying high, really putting pressure on their back line, and we could have come out with a result in the 90. So yeah, disappointing, but go again.
Talk me through the goal. I think it was Clarkie's cross. I actually thought Andy Smith had got the last touch, but it was you. Just talk me through that.
No, yeah, Clarkie whipped it in, and literally just before the corner came in, we stayed around the 6-yard line area, and we just wanted to make it a massive scrap. Luckily, I can't really remember it too well, but I think I just got up in between two defenders and nodded it down, and I'm very pleased.
I thought we'd go on to win it in normal time. The momentum seemed to be with us. We had tons of possession in the closing stages, but it did go to penalties, and of course then it's just a lottery, isn't it?
It is. It's always a lottery when it's penalties. You can't do anything about that. No, I think, listen, we just got to take, like I said, we've got to take the positives from the 90 that we had. You can't overthink penalties. It's just one of them things.
I know you guys don't like losing. No footballer likes losing.
Yeah.
But performance-wise, is that, especially second half, is that what the manager has asked of you? Empty the tank, full effort, front foot, put them under as much pressure as you can.
Yeah, no, I think exactly that. I think we did that. I think when we do that, we show the manager what he wants. He wants that hard work. He wants that, like you said, empty the tank, and show what you can do as a team and show what you can do as individuals.
Cool. Ethan, appreciate it. Matt, all yours.
Gareth was coming here absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
Which is, again, as we were saying, after a defeat that might seem strange.
Yeah.
It did feel like the crowd responded in that way as well. What was it like in the dressing room at full time?
At full time, we were disappointed. Obviously, we're going to be. It's a loss when you look at it like that. It's not a loss in the 90, so we again take the positive from that. We haven't lost in the 90 minutes. But we did lose on penalties, that's a fact, and as we said before, that's a lottery. Can't do anything about that sometimes, and take the positives and move on. Gaffer's always a positive manager, and we respond to that. It's good for us, it's good for us as players. We know ourselves if we've done something wrong, so yeah, it's good.
It didn't feel like you were out of the game at any point. Did you feel the goal was coming? I know it's coming off your head, but did you feel at that point that you had the momentum with you?
Yeah. No, definitely. I think towards, like I said, the second half we were, I think, the more dominant team, and I think we could have got the result. It was disappointing not to be honest. We were in their half for a lot of long periods of the second half. I still think we did well in the first half, to be honest. We were probably better off in the first half, in the first 15 minutes of the game. But yeah, listen, we did what the game plan was meant to be, and
crowd in there for the goal, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, that's what I mean.
As a player, the ball's coming through a forest of heads, I suppose, and heads and arms. When did you see that?
I mean, you've got to try and get in between players and sort of wrestle your way through, especially at this level and in League One, Championship, and Premier League. It's always the same. It would be just you have to outmuscle other players, and also you have to watch the ball, which is quite difficult when you are having that wrestling match in the middle of the penalty box. Pleased, but we go again. Yeah.
Must be lovely, that moment where it comes off your head and you're aware it's...
Yeah. No, it's very pleasing. It's my first Gills goal, and finally it came. Took too long, to be honest, but yeah, all good.
Hearts in mouths as well, about 2 minutes afterwards, with Roy McKenzie hitting the underside of the bar. What was your view of that one? Yeah, no, that was again, I think that was Josh Andrews nodded it, and then Rob got on the end of it, which Rob does quite a lot. It's just, that's what I mean, we had the better chances, I think, in the second half, and we were more dominant, and we could have come out with a result. It's just disappointing it hit that side of the bar. It could have hit the underside and just dropped in, but yeah, no. And I didn't credit that your first Gills goal. I mean,
finally.
You've been waiting a while. I mean, you're defensive midfielder. You're not supposed to be scoring every week.
Yeah, but
has it been a bit? Have you had to be patient?
Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like I've had chances as well sometimes, and it just hasn't fell for me. Hopefully now I've got one, I can go on a little roll and go from here.
And again, the manager was talking about, I suppose, the squad being a work in progress, but clearly very pleased by what he's seen tonight. Is that what it's like in training? I mean, it can't all be up, so I appreciate that, because we don't lost a game tonight on penalties, but is that the way it feels in the squad at the moment?
Yeah, no, definitely. Just be as positive as you can, really. I think taking the positives from the game today is only going to help us going into Tranmere on the weekend. As I said before, we know ourselves as players if we did something well, if we did something bad. So sometimes you don't need someone else telling you that. And that's what the manager does really well.
You're on a long unbeaten run as well in the league. It's 14 games now. I mean, do you think about that as a player, or is it a clean slate? At the start of the season, it's 2 games unbeaten right now, or do you think about what you've achieved before as well?
No. That's sort of put to the side, and you just concentrate game by game. That's what we do as a team. That's what we set out to do each game. Tactics are different, setups different, personnel's different sometimes, and we just got to continue to look forward to the next game and take it game by game.
So Tranmere on Saturday had a big win last weekend. I don't think many people were necessarily expecting that. What are you thinking of them?
No, 4-0, wasn't it? So they're going to be buzzing a little bit, but no, they haven't came across a team like us yet. In my eyes, that's why I think so. Yeah.
Getting some of the long away trips done as well during August. I don't know if that's any better or worse.
I think it's better to get them all out of the way, to be honest. Obviously, we do a lot of travelling as being this far down south. But it's better to get it all out of the way as quick as possible, really. Looking forward to it. Has
anything changed on the coach when you go up and back? Do you have different disciplines, different player groups getting together?
You have different. You obviously have different players each year, and the coach, then the setup changes in the coach. You've got cards at the back, and you've got FIFA at the front. So you've got all sorts going on.
I just imagine the manager running the playlist as well. It's non-stop hard rock. Is that right?
That is true. He loves his rock and roll. No, I think, to be fair, the lads in the changing room do the music before the game, but I think one of the last songs will be his song, and it's a good song. I like it.
Which one is it?
I couldn't tell you the name. But it's a good song. I should know that, but I don't.
We'll ask Gareth. I'm not going to ask you to sing it.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Are you down for a penalty as well today?
I was going to take the 5th.
Were you ready?
So I was gutted, and the ref brought it back for Jake's. I started walking, and the ref just called it back. But apparently, their 4th penalty was similar, where their keeper stepped out. I didn't see it, obviously, but that's what was said at the end of the game. And when you look at stuff like that, it's frustrating. Can't comment on it, but it's frustrating.
2 goals in one night.
I know.
You made me have a look at your last goal. It was.
That was a long time ago.
Only 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That was in the league game.
Last minute as well, late one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, equaliser last minute. Yeah, so similar, but we just got to carry on and try and get a few more.
I was asking Brother Dak about the feeling of scoring the goal. I mean, what is it when you don't get so many?
It is even better when you don't get a lot. It is a great feeling scoring a goal in front of a crowd. You sort of, especially someone who does, like I said, Daki scores a few goals. I don't, but I'm trying. But it is a good feeling, you don't really know what to do with yourself sometimes. But it was
not really your game though, is it? Scoring goals more?
But I that's the thing. I would like to chip in. I used to score a few goals when I was coming up in the youth, just chipping in. So it's one of them things that I know I can do. I just need to show it a bit more.
when you've got someone like Josh Andrews and potentially Sam Vokes in the team and they're going up for corners, it probably helps everyone else as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Focuses on.
No, yeah, exactly that. I think when you've got players like Josh, Vokesy, and I think it, like you said, it drags players towards them. You sometimes get 2v1 on Josh. So like you said, it drags players away from other players and sometimes you're free. That is helpful to have players like them too. Because like you said, they focus and
And you got the start tonight, didn't you? Gareth said he wants a small squad so everyone can smell the first team.
Yeah.
You feel like that, do you? That even if you're not playing one week, you're still in the show?
Yeah, no, you do. I think he's done well to do that because it's hard as a manager to do that. But I think you just got, as a player, you just got to sit back and be a cheerleader for the boys who are playing at the time. And when you come on and you get your chance, then you can really try and put your foot down. And if you start a game like in the cup, or if you come on as a sub, then that's what you've got to do. But as much as you don't want to be sat on the bench as a player, you really don't. You've just got to show what you can do when you get the chance.